Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so I'm gonna try to make this video not that long, but it might be a little long. So I was talking on Discord to RC Ohio, Big John D, and Nitro Freak, and we were just curious about the weights of some of these vehicles. Um, so I'll kind of go over one at a time. So this is my Baja. It has a 65 Supreme in it. Now, I just want to I'm trying to do this easy. This Baja and this Baja with the 46 GT are very similar besides the engine size, but same shocks, same arms, same chassis. I mean, they're different pipes and stuff like that, but so basically, I weighed all my RCs. I just used a scale and I put them on a box. Okay, so they might be off a little bit, but you'll get the idea. So like I said, this Baja here, all FLM, IRC shocks, IRC axles, but it's got a 65 Supreme in it. Tony Green pipe. This one does have the Bonehead wheelie bar. But they still have the same rear engine chassis, modified RC, IRC chassis. I already said that, but the only thing, they're both very similar. Just this one has Red Arrow hubs. That one over there has Roven ones. And the only thing that's really different on this one than that one, obviously, like I said, besides the engine and stuff, is I have alloy of these. Now this one on the scale, believe it or not, I was shocked at the weight. 41.8. Okay, now sorry, I'm looking at my sheet here. Now this Baja, let me see, where did I put that one? Hang on. Okay, so like I said, that one was 41.8. This one has a Bebop wheelie bar, but mind you, they both have Genesis wheels. That one does have Taylor hubs on it, 4-post hubs, and this one's just got 24 mil hubs. And like I said, this one has here, let me just go over here to be easier. Both, Team Chase cages and all that stuff, blah blah blah. Same turtle steering bank, bell crank. I mean, they're very similar vehicles. But mind you, this one's a 46 GT with a titanium pipe. That one's the Tony Green pipe with the 65 Supreme. This one weighs 40.2. So basically, it seems like even from a 46 to a 65, I mean, it's a good size difference in engine, but it doesn't weigh a whole lot different. So here, I'm gonna go on to the next Baja. Now this Baja is a Taylor 35 Baja, and I weighed them with the cages and so forth. All my Bajas have nickel metal hydride batteries, so those are still in there. Also Genesis wheels. The one thing with this one has RPM arms, and this one is the Bonehead carbon fiber one with the Kraken chassis. Here, I'll go over the numbers once I'm all done, but I'll say them now. But so this one has the polymer Kraken chassis. This is the Taylor 35. They pretty much, most of my Bajas, I have pretty much the same servos on them, pretty much. IRC shocks. Just this one has Bonehead stuff on there, like the tranny plate, the Y plate. The engine chassis is Bonehead. This one came in at, where was it again? 34.4. So my big bore Bajas are basically, one's almost 42 pounds, one's a little over 40 pounds. That one's 34.4 pounds. So then we'll go on to the Kraken Vecta. The Kraken Vecta has the Taylor chassis, the RC Max front diff, alloy diff. But I have Bonehead stuff on here, like the shock tower and the side, right in there you can see. It does have IRP, like turnbuckles, you know what I mean? The steering turnbuckles. Here, I'll show you back over here. You know, these and those, you know, whatever. Genesis wheels. Now, this is an ALX Super 40. And I really thought this was going to be my heaviest vehicle, because it always has been, you know, like with small bores and stuff, you know what I mean? This one came in at 50.2, so a little over 50 pounds. Now, if anybody's ever seen a Vecta, like, they're heavy vehicles. So, but roughly between the Vecta and the Bajas, which my Bajas are on the heavy side, besides the carbon fiber one. You know, my Bajas are in the 40 pounds basically. The Vecta's at 50.2. So basically a 10 pound difference, give or take a few. Now, I wonder if you guys can think which one is the heaviest one. Is it the 5T with the 50 GT? Is it the MCD Ultimate with the 71 Supreme, Outlaw, or Hybrid? So, we'll go with, let's see, which one should we do? I should have done this in order, but I didn't. All right, so let's go with, all right, the Hybrid. Now, the Hybrid has RC Max hybrid chassis. It does have stock 5T arms, IRC shocks, IRP turnbuckles, you know what I mean? This one, I do have Bonehead wheelie bar. Tranny plate is Bonehead. This is the 80 Supreme with a Samba pipe. FLM rear control arms, you know, hybrid setup, you know what I mean? Not an Outlaw, hybrid. This one came in at 51.4. So that's that one. Well, I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna do comparison between the Outlaw and that, but I'm just saying 51.4. Now the Outlaw is a full Outlaw kit. You know, obviously the anodizing really doesn't weigh anything. Genesis wheels. These are the 3D wheels. I mean, these are the 3D wheels too, but these are the 24 mils. These ones are the IRP hubs. This one obviously has the 88 Diablo, Bonehead wheelie bar. What else? JS fuel tank. I mean, this one's full weight, okay? Both do have basher bars. Obviously, this one's bigger than that one. I'm not gonna say this one weighs more. I didn't weigh no basher bars, but the way this one sits, this is the heaviest vehicle I have. This is 52 pounds. So between the 88 Diablo and the 80 Supreme, there's not that much difference. You know, half a poundish. You know, 51.4, 52. You know what I mean? So then we will go my 5T, which has a 50 GT in it. It is the Pro-Am kit, so meaning the chassis and the diffs are alloy. When I did do this, I went with the Bonehead shock towers. So it should be lighter than one with alloy, you know, shock towers, whatever. It does have Genesis wheels. These are the light ones, the super lights or whatever. But I want you to think about this. So it does have alloy hubs, front and rear. Not I don't even have the caster blocks, but just the hubs itself. Rears are hubs. Okay, so you can see these are low C ones. Like I said, Pro-Am kit, 50 GT, modified center diff. Okay, so I mean, it's got a lot of alloy in it, but it doesn't have alloy arms like this does, and the caster blocks and so forth. Like I said, stock Losi arms on it. This one really shocked me, how heavy this one is. Now, it's not my heaviest, but it shocked me. This one came in at 47 pounds. All right. Now, I'm not talking about racing or any, stuff like that, but short course truck, you know what I mean? All-wheel drive. Short course truck, all-wheel drive. Now, this is all alloy, more alloy than this, okay? 50 GT, 71 Supreme. The pipe and all the electronics are on this thing. The only thing I don't have on there is the fuel line, which, obviously weighs nothing. This does have the ALX Mad Dog tires with, plastic wheels, okay? This is what shocked me between this one and this one. This one came in at 40 pounds, 7 pounds lighter than this one, with a much bigger engine. I don't know if you guys find it interesting, but I found that interesting. Like I said, we were just talking about it on this Discord group, and I was really curious to see what they weigh, because I think I weighed some with small bores before. But I mean, it's a wonder why, like, MCDs, when you see them in videos, they, it seems like they're faster than a lot of stuff. The 7 pound difference between this one and this one, and 71 Supreme, 50 GT, way more alloy than this one. Meaning the arms and stuff like that, but I was really shocked on that. Because when you pick them up and I move them off the stands and stuff, like, this one definitely felt heavier, but I didn't think 7 pounds, you know what I mean? And this one does have some bonehead carbon fiber stuff on there, so, it should be lighter in certain areas. So I'm just curious if you guys ever weigh yours. Like, one thing I found out, I definitely have some heavy Bajas. Oh, that was the other one I got to do. Here we go. Sorry, let me do it real quick. Let's see here. Okay, this is a Losi 5B modified center diff. I do have, now just keep this in mind, I do have the shock standoffs. These are titanium, all 4 of them. All my turnbuckles are titanium, front and rear. It does have a modified center diff. This is an OBR Signature Series 34. It has a Ollimat pipe, 2 steering servos, 1 throttle, obviously. It has the Vertigo clutch carrier and so forth. This one came in at, now just remember this is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Obviously it's a buggy, but it's a 4-wheel drive vehicle. So there is, 3 diffs. It should have more weight. This one came in at 34.8. So basically, that's not much. I mean, you put a big motor one in the Losi 5B, it's going to be probably one of your lightest platforms. I mean, the only vehicle I have that's lighter than this one is that Baja right here. That's got the 35 tailor in it, but that thing is all carbon fiber besides the main chassis. It's the Kraken one. But it really shocked me that all my, besides that Baja, the other 2 big bore Bajas I have are in the 40-pound range. But like I said, the Baja 46, this one here, this one right here, is 40.2 with a 46. This Baja here has a 65 Supreme with a Tony Green pipe, where that one has a titanium pipe, and titanium pipes weigh pretty much nothing. This one was at 41.8. So basically, the size of the engine, they really don't gain much weight for the size of the engine, which I found, which was interesting to me. You know what I mean? Like I said, these are almost, these two, this is the hybrid, this is the Outlaw, very close in weight. Hybrid, this one was 51.4, this one was 52. This one has way more alloy on it than this one does. A bigger engine, you know. Like I said, the one that really shocked me was this Losi 5T. 47 pounds. Like, thinking about it, I didn't even think this thing would even hit 40 pounds when I was thinking about it. But 47 pounds. And the MCD with the bigger engine, I mean, like more alloy and so forth, whatever. Obviously, this alloy is different than Taylor's alloy, but I'm just saying, like, a complete alloy vehicle, this thing was 40 on the dot with a 71 Supreme. And all the electronics are in this car and everything, you know. You know, both have one, they actually both have the same steering servo, you know, so forth. So let me know if you guys find that interesting. You know, basically the Vecta is not the heavyweight anymore, you know. The heaviest one is this one right here. I mean, this one does have the biggest engine, but I'm just saying this one is the heaviest. Yeah, let me know if you got questions. Like I said, I didn't do it anything crazy. I just put them on a box with a scale. But I thought it was pretty interesting because we were talking about it, you know. Like, I would have really thought all these would have been, besides the Vecta, I thought the Vecta was going to be the heaviest. I mean, even when I pick it up, I feel like it's the heaviest, but obviously it's not. But I thought they were all, you know, besides like the Bajas, I thought the Bajas would be in like the 30-pound range. I mean, I knew this Baja would be light just because, I mean, it's all carbon fiber and it's a small bore, but I mean, it is the lightest vehicle I have, but the Losi 5B is much heavier than that one. And you got 3 discs in there, all-wheel drive, so forth. But let me know if you guys find that interesting. You know, I was just curious. Like I said, we were talking about it on the group we're on. And I was just really, the ones that really blew my mind was the MCD and the 5T, you know. So, you know, if you go by, you know, power to weight ratio, you know, this might be the king in the fleet. You know what I mean? You know, if all that really matters, you know what I mean? I mean, everybody knows an 88 Diablo is nuts, you know. But if you go, I mean, I would say that obviously the 88 Diablo has, I'm sure, makes more power than the 71 Supreme. But you also have to think about the weight difference, you know. These two are, let's see, 40 and 52, 12-pound difference between these two. You know, that's pretty crazy. And like I said, again, it's just something that blows my mind because I really thought these two would be very close in weight. Because almost the dimensions of the vehicles are very close. This is a little bit wider, you know, but 40 pounds, 47 pounds. Diablo, 52 pounds. So like I said, yeah, that's it. I just, I don't want to make this too long, but I just thought it was kind of interesting to do, you know. All right, well, and also I gave a little rundown of the vehicles and stuff and, you know, go from there. But like I said, I was bored and I just figured it'd be a cool video to do. You know, like I said, I didn't think they would be so heavy, really. You know what I mean? You kind of just pick them up and so forth. And, you know, you can tell which ones feel heavier, but... So, all right, guys, that's it. Try not to bore you too long. All right, bye.